So, in the black community, everybody right now, or all the women, are raving about this little video of this dark skinned girl coming out and just saying that she wished she had 4C hair.
As a girl with like looser hair texture, I wish I had that thick 4C hair. Like, I really wish I had 4C hair, y'all, because when I be doing like people with 4C hair, when I do their hair, it's always thick and full and just full of volume. It has like a lot of volume. But then like my hair, when I do my hair, it's so thin. Like the curls are so much looser. My hair is always breaking off. I can't use rubber bands sometimes. It just be too much. And like 4C hair really does hold, like, it is thick as hell. Like, you're more likely to have longer hair if you have 4C hair, if you take care of it and don't try to, like, perm it and shit like that. But like, you're more likely to have longer hair if you have 4C hair because it's so thick. Like, it's so thick. It's so thick. It's like, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I don't get why people associate 4C hair with nappy, because it don't even be nappy. Like, all you got to do is put a detangler. That's anybody here. You just put a detangler and get that white tooth comb and comb through it. You come straight through it. Like, let's stop calling 4C hair nappy, because it don't be nappy. It's just you don't know what you're doing.
Now, many of my subscribers, if you've been on my channel, I think you can kind of guess what I'm going to say, but you're actually incorrect. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, this is what you wanted. I actually have a different opinion, actually. And I actually kind of can see why this is kind of like a controversial video. I can see why. And the only reason is because I grew up in the early 2000s around a lot of insecure people and black women that did not want to be black. So I have just like a heightened level of sensitivity when it comes to folks like this. I can pick up on delusion. And the thing is, I don't know this girl. So I am only just talking about my experience with girls like this. Okay, I've kind of already talked about it a little bit when I was explaining the whole pick me thing, but that's kind of what it's reminding me of. In the early 2000s, I grew up around a lot of black women that were delusional about what they were. So it would be women that you look at them and you go, yeah, that's a dark skinned woman. But in her head, let her tell it, oh no, I'm not dark skinned, I'm brown skinned. I'm caramel. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not. And it's okay to be dark skinned. Like, so some dark skinned girls, they'll call themselves brown skin when it's like, no, you're not brown skin. You're not. Whatever. So I grew up around a lot of that. I also grew up around a lot of darker skinned girls or just black women, period. You know, they're super insecure. So some of them would have type 4 hair, but in their head, they think that they have 3-2 curls, 2C curls. Okay, so that was a possibility that popped up in my head. Also, something else that I'm used to seeing with black women and that I noticed is black women are always manipulating their hair. And this lady on the screen, I went to her TikTok and I scrolled all the way down. I did research. I really wanted to see her hair texture since she said she didn't have 4C hair and she never ever ever post her real hair. Okay, every style that she has is like super slick back styles. Seems like she straightens her hair a lot. It seems like she uses a lot of heat on her hair. It seems like she pulls her hair a lot. So to me, just taking a guess, I don't know this woman, but it looks like her hair is damaged. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if her hair was damaged. I know I sound like a hater. I know what you're thinking, but please just hear me out because I know a lot of women like this where it's like, well, the only reason why your hair is not in the type 4 category and it's straight is because you've manipulated so much, it's damaged. Because I remember on TikTok when black women were coming out talking about, oh no, there's black people with straight hair, and then they'd show a picture of their grandma with straight hair, and I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, most older women don't have kinky hair when they're like 80 years old because, just a lot of older women too, they put a lot of heat on their hair, so after so many times of putting heat on your hair, it turns straight permanently. So I mean, okay, sure, technically you don't have 4C hair, but it's like it's because it's damaged. So that's something that popped up in my head. I was trying to see, one, what's her hair texture, and then two, I started wondering if it's damaged because she does it in a lot of styles that could damage her hair, like super slick, super tight ponytails and stuff like that. She does a lot of those styles. And even when you look at this girl right here, your hair is thin. It's so thin to the point where you look bald. She has super thin hair. Sometimes that can be a sign that your hair is on the damaged side. Okay, so that's something that I've noticed with a lot of delusional black women. They'll be like, "Oh, my hair is type 2." Well, yeah, it's type 2 because you've manipulated it all your life and damaged it. But if we're talking about genetics, you would be more in the 4 type of category. And I said, look, a lot of women are going to listen to this and think that I'm hating. I'm not hating. I tried to find a picture of this girl's hair. She doesn't have it out. So now I can only go based off of assumptions from being around black women like her. So then the third thing that I thought was, well, I know a lot of women like this where it's kind of like what I talked about already. Sometimes you have short girls, they'll go up to taller girls and be like, I wish I was tall. I think they do that to kind of just highlight to everyone, look at how short I am. Short girls are always going up to some tall girl. They always go up to tall women and just boast about, oh my gosh, I'm so short. I'm so tiny. I wish I was tall. I'm super tiny. I wish I was tall. It's like you're just trying to highlight the fact that you're short, cute, and dainty. Okay, like I don't sense genuineness when people do that. I just don't in general. Forget the whole hair topic. It's in general when people do that. I don't sense genuineness. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. All that I wish, girl, bye. Put a wig on then. Wear a 4C wig if you wish you had 4C hair. Because all your wigs be 1A. Talking about I wish I had 4C hair. Come on now. Wear a 4C weave. I don't never trust someone that be like, I wish I was this. You're just trying to highlight what you already are. I have been saying that people can pick up when you are not being authentic. And my subscriber had said, to me, it's almost like slim women who get around obese women and tell them that they wish they were thicker. Like, stop the cap. So I feel like that's the tone that this post gave. Is she's saying, "Oh, I love 4C hair," only just to highlight the fact that she doesn't have 4C hair. Because when you look at this girl, people would not guess that she didn't have type 4 hair because most dark-skinned women they do have type 4 hair. If you're full black, you probably have type 4 hair. So I noticed whenever you look at a person and you can't automatically just assume what their features would be, they have to overcompensate by talking about it randomly. Because if you look at that girl, I think you would just assume her hair would be type 4. So they do little antics to let you know, my hair is not type 4, guys. Oh my god, I love type 4 hair. I wish I had type 4 hair. She's translating to people that she does not have type 4 hair. That she's doing it in a flexing type of way. It's a bragging type of way. I'm not saying people can't like 4C hair, but I don't think this is a genuine post. She's just trying to brag about the fact that she doesn't have 4C hair. And this is her way of doing it. It's like one of those weird flexes. She's only saying that to show off. Oh, I wish I had 4C hair because it draws attention to the fact that she doesn't. She's flexing the fact that she has a loose hair texture. So when women don't get attention, I already talked about the OG definition of a pick me. Back in the early 2000s, they go out of their way to do backflips and cartwheels and weird little things like that to get the attention. Because she looks like the stereotypical black woman, she knows that when people look at her, they would just automatically assume that her hair would be type 4. So no one would look at her and speculate her hair. So she has to go out of her way to make a post. And she came up with the idea, oh, I know how to draw attention to my hair. I'm gonna, be disingenuous and say, I wish I had 4C hair. And that's her way of getting people to speculate. Because she doesn't look like the stereotypical person that, sometimes when you look at a very fair, light-skinned woman that obviously looks biracial, you will just assume that her hair would be like on the 3C, 3A type curl. A lot of times those girls don't need to go out of their way and do antics to let you know that their hair is in the 3 category, because when you look at them, you can kind of tell, if that makes sense, because most mixed women tend to have that hair, okay? Whenever you can't tell what a person has, they always have to overcompensate by letting you know 24/7 what they have. So, okay, I'll use mixed people for example. Everybody knows the running joke with Blasians. Ablation is always going to let you know that they are black and Asian. But why do they do it though? They do it because with most Blasians, when you look at them, they kind of just look black. So their mixed side kind of like disappears. They kind of look like a black person. Most of them. They tend to have darker skin. They kind of blend in. So they have to overcompensate and tell you all the time, I'm Blasian, and put it in my username. I'm just using that as an example. But when it comes to a person who might look stereotypically mixed, like a person that's mixed with white and black, they usually have lighter skin and, the type 3 hair. Notice they don't brag about it. They don't put it in their name because when you look at them, you can tell it's like people that look stereotypically mixed. They kind of have more of a silent confidence. They're not trying to convince you that they're mixed in like little ways. They don't need to do that because when you look at them, you can already tell that they're mixed. So, like the Blasians, for example, people where you cannot tell by looking at them what their phenotype is, they always got to let you know what their phenotype is, what their hair type is, what their ethnicity is. They go on and on and on and on and on. A lot of times it's just an insecurity thing. So, yeah, getting back to this girl, the I wish I had 4C hair girl, saying that to draw attention to the fact that she does not have 4C hair. Well, come to find out, when I was scrolling on her TikTok, I ended up seeing a photo of her as a kid. I seen a picture of this girl as a little girl, and her hair was on the 4 side. She had type 4 hair as a little girl. So I was correct. Your hair just became damaged over the years, like with most black women, and that's why it's probably when you wet it, it looks like a type 2, type 1 type of hair. Be smart when it comes to stuff like this because I'm learning this information as I'm doing the video. Like I said, I'm not saying that dark skinned girls cannot have type 3 hair or anything like that. But I do know and I can pick up on the difference when a dark skinned girl legit has that hair type because she usually doesn't talk about it all the time. She just wears it. And then I can tell the difference between a dark skinned girl that is insecure, low key self hating, doesn't like how she looks, because they tend to do antics like this. They go out of their way just in little weird ways. It's like I've seen these games before. I can tell when someone's self-hating. I was correct. She's one of those girls that just don't want to be black and got damaged hair talking about she don't got type 4 hair. I mean, I guess. I mean, by any means, queen. By any means. I can spot a self-hating black woman from a mile away. I'm like a dog with heightened senses. Like I can pick up on the little cues. You're not fooling anyone. Like my spirit picks up on it. I don't know. Because I promise you, all of these things I just took a wild guess. Come to find out I was right. Okay, you're that type. I can just sense that you're that type. It's just y'all got a different vibe, okay? Trust me, I see dark skinned girls all the time with 3C hair naturally, and you can tell it's from birth because their hair it's healthy looking and they're always wearing it. They don't have the same vibe as this girl. This girl is trying to do jumping jacks to get you to know, hey, my hair is not type 4. I know what's going on. I've seen these games before. I always say insecurity is loud, confidence is silent. If you know you truly are something, you don't need to go out of your way to kind of signal that 24/7. So I don't know. That's the best way that I could describe it. And I could see why people, because I was kind of off putted when I watched that video. I'm sensitive. I can pick up when someone's being genuine, when someone just wants attention. And to me, she strikes me as a type of person that just wants attention. You just want people to know because they can't tell when they look at you immediately. Hey guys, I don't have type 4 hair. A lot of black women are delusional, and it's like you only don't have type 4 hair because your hair is damaged. You do all of these slick back ponytails. So that's just what I thought when I seen it. I'm not gonna get on here and just like play dumb. Like, no, I seen that video and I was kind of off put it. I just got a very fake, disingenuous vibe. I'm very sensitive to the little antics black women do to try to separate themselves. So I grew up in a time where you had some black women that would do things and say things that would separate themselves from other black women. Okay, I don't have 4C hair, and then it's like, okay, let me take a look at your hair, and then it's damaged. It's like, I guess. I mean, you did, but you damaged it. So I mean, whatever. And I know some black girls that are really on the insecure side, they actually enjoy having damaged hair because they like it to be looser curls. Oh wow, so right after filming my video, I went back on this girl's page and I was right. My theory was right. She has a video basically in so many words saying that she's not dark skinned, she's brown. And then someone said what I thought in the comment section. They said, "Girl, you're dark skinned, it's okay." Didn't I? I told you guys. I told you guys. And one thing about me, when I pick up on like vibes, I'm always accurate. I'm always accurate. I'm gonna need you guys to give me my credit. I took a wild guess in the beginning of the video and I said, I think she's that type to go around and correct people when they call her dark skinned.
But that's kind of what it's reminding me of. In the early 2000s, I grew up around a lot of black women that were delusional about what they were. So it would be women that you look at them and you go, yeah, that's a dark skinned woman. But in her head, let her tell it, oh no, I'm not dark skinned, I'm brown skinned. I'm it's like, no, you're not.
I sure did say that in the beginning of the video before I seen this. So let's play the clip.
Like, cause we all brown. Like, nobody's jet black. You feel me? Like, nobody's jet black. We all brown skin. Like, my skin is brown. If I put my skin up to a color palette, that shit is gonna be on the brown side. But yet I'm considered dark skin. Like, I'm brown. I'm brown. Everybody's brown. Nobody's jet fucking black. I don't know. And then those people that are like on the darker side, like that are darker than me, those are dark skinned people because they're actually dark, but they're still brown. They're just dark brown. We all brown. Can we stop sectioning it off into different things? Like, we all brown. Like, let's normalize just being fucking brown. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Don't eat me up. I'm just saying, let's just normalize being brown. Because, bitch, I'm brown. That's brown. Tell me if I'm lying. That's brown.
When I pick up on like vibes, I'm always accurate. I'm always accurate. I know her archetype. I know this girl's archetype. And yep, she made a video talking about she not dark skinned. She delusional. She's delusional. And see, I didn't know how people would take this video because I'm not trying to say that dark skinned girls can't have 3C hair, but it is a lot of black girls that walk around, they're just delusional about their skin complexion and what their hair looks like. They're just super insecure. And I was right. I was right. I was right. I was right. Someone said, "Girl, you're dark skinned and that's okay." See, she says a lot of things for attention to separate herself from black women because she looks like what, a black woman would usually look like. And sometimes black women don't like that. And so they want to just separate themselves like, "Oh, I wish I had 4C hair. I don't consider myself dark skinned. I'm brown skinned." Okay, so this is the thing. Now that we have drew this conclusion, even some of my subscribers, I asked them, "What do you think about this?" Okay, so we're all kind of like picking up self-hating vibes. It's giving self-hating. It's giving you don't want to be black. Okay? Here's the thing. I need all the black girls out there that are acting like this girl right here, because I'm not even trying to pick on this girl. She just represents a lot of black women that I've met. You are not doing your big one by sitting there dark as ever talking about, "Oh, I'm not dark skinned, I'm brown skinned." You're dark skinned. And all you're doing is just letting people know that you are delusional, you are insecure. You are better off just walking in the room with your head up high, owning your type 4 hair, and saying, "I'm dark skinned, I'm fine, and what?" Okay, you're better off. You're not fooling nobody. This girl is so delusional. Your skin is so dark.
But yet I'm considered dark skinned.
And she has a clever way of talking, but I can still pick up. I pick up like an insecure vibes. I picked up what you were trying to say in that video. You were trying to say, "I don't like people call me dark skin." What do you mean you don't like when people call you dark skin? You are literally the epitome of dark skin. Some girls, when you look at them, it's like, girl, nobody's looking at you and going, "Is she dark skin?" No, you are dark skin. You are the representation of dark skin. So I don't know why you're so insecure, but you look crazy. Y'all look crazy doing that. If you are dark skinned, just accept it. Accept it. Stop trying to gaslight people into believing that you're some light skin, you know, type 3-2 hair. You're not. You are dark skinned. And you look crazy as heck trying to tell people that you're not. You're just better off either being silent or owning what you are. Confidence is attractive. Insecurity is not attractive. It's really like nothing new that I haven't seen. It kind of reminds me of how the tall girl in school would have a slouch to try to like gaslight everyone into believing that she's shorter. Like, girl, you're tall. Like, the little slouch is not doing anything. It's like, that's the same exact thing that I'm talking about in this video. You're better off just standing tall, owning it. I'm tall, I'm here, and what? Confidence is way better. You are not fooling anyone. You're not tricking anyone by trying to look shorter. You're not tricking anyone by going, oh, I'm not dark skin, I'm brown skin. You know, like, so yeah.